the word? And today we got Batman becomes our therapist today. So what I'm saying, I really I need this because Batman and that has one of the greatest words of of wisdom, what I'm saying, because he's Batman, what I'm saying, he's been through it all. Heartbreak, tragedy and things of that nature. So the first video, Batman talks about overcoming your porn addiction. So shout out and to Clone Talk. If you love this reaction, please hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel and also comment. Which advice and has Batman helped you out on which problem I'm saying you had. So without further ado, let's get into it.
I understand that quite a few of you out there are dealing with a pornography addiction. If you are struggling, I want you to know that you have my support and that I'm here to help you through this.
Batman, thank you.
Recognizing that you have an addiction is the first step towards recovery. It takes courage to admit it, and I commend you for that. Remember that just because you have an addiction, it doesn't make you a bad person. We're human, and humans are prone to making mistakes. What's important is that you keep trying to stay clean even when you mess up. Every day is a new opportunity to start fresh. Real love and healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and communication.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They are not built on objectification or exploitation. Do not settle for a cheap and empty imitation of love. You deserve real love, and it's out there waiting for you. But you have to be willing to put in the work to overcome your addiction and to build the life you truly want.
Thanks.
You don't have to be perfect at it, though. Keep your focus on progress. I believe in you, and I know you can do it. I urge you to seek help if you need it. There is no shame in asking for help, and you don't need to overcome this alone. There are many resources available to help you overcome your addiction, such as support groups, therapy, and online communities. I'll make sure to link some of those in the video description so you can look at them later. Also, I want to remind you that just as with any addiction, it's important to work on building healthy relationships and habits. Watching porn can be a way to avoid dealing with uncomfortable emotions or situations. So it's important to find other ways to cope with stress and negative emotions. But there is hope. You are strong enough to overcome this, and I believe in you. There are countless others who have been in your situation, and they've made it through. You can do it too. You are not defined by your addiction. You are a person with hopes, dreams, and the potential for greatness. My dear friend, please take the necessary steps to start your recovery. I'll always have your back.
Thank you, Batman. Thank you. Thank you, Batman. I really do appreciate it, man. It's pretty hopeful message, man. Thank you, big bro. Now Batman talks to you about loneliness.
Loneliness. It's a feeling that can be overwhelming at times, especially when it seems like there's no one around who understands us. Even someone like me who's surrounded by friends and allies can feel alone sometimes. Believe me, I've been there. When my parents were killed, I felt like the whole world had turned against me. I didn't know how to deal with my grief, and I didn't have anyone to turn to. That's the thing about loneliness. It can make us feel like we're the only ones going through it. But that's not true. There are millions of people around the world who feel just like you do. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay to feel lonely sometimes. It's a natural part of being human. It's also important to remember that you're not alone. There are people who care about you, even if you don't realize it yet. But you have to believe that for yourself. No matter how many people tell you that they care, it won't make a difference if you don't believe it too.
Thanks.
After my parents' death, Alfred was the one who took care of me, making sure I ate properly and kept up with my studies. He would listen patiently to my thoughts and concerns, providing me with comfort and wise words of advice. It was a small gesture, But that's when I started to believe that Alfred cared about me. His kindness meant everything to me. Even now, as I continue to fight crime in Gotham City, he is always there for me, ready to lend a helping hand or a sympathetic ear. Alfred's unwavering support has been a crucial factor in my ability to overcome feelings of loneliness and continue on with my mission to protect the city. His kindness and care have shown me that no matter how alone I may feel at times, I always have someone I can count on.
Thanks.
So if you're feeling lonely right now, I want you to know that I understand, and I want you to know that you're not alone. You truly do have people in your life who care about you, and there are resources to help you. Whether it's talking to a friend or family member, joining a support group, or even seeking professional help, there are healthy ways to cope with loneliness. I know it's hard at first to get help and talk with others about how you're feeling, but I can promise you, it's worth it. Take care of yourself and remember, you're not alone. I'm here for you when you need me.
And shout out, man, to the boy Batman. Shout out to bro. He giving us great, beautiful advice, man. Now Batman talks to you about overcoming and anxiety.
I know that many of you out there are struggling with anxiety. It's something that affects all of us at some point in our lives, and it can be overwhelming. But I'm here to tell you that it's okay. You are not alone. I know how it feels to be afraid. When I first became Batman, I was afraid too. I was afraid of failing and of not being good enough. But over time, I learned that fear can be overcome. It takes time, patience, and practice. But it's possible. So how can you overcome your anxiety? Well, the first step is to recognize it. Don't try to ignore it or suppress it. Acknowledge it and understand that it's a normal part of being human. Then take some deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. This will help calm your mind and body. Another technique that can be helpful is mindfulness. This involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Focus on your breath or the sensations in your body. This can help you stay grounded and reduce your anxiety. It's also important to take care of your physical health. Exercise regularly, eat healthy foods, and get enough sleep. These things can help you feel better both physically and mentally. Finally, don't be afraid to seek help. There's no shame in asking for help when you need it. Talk to a trusted friend or family member, or seek out a mental health professional. I want you to know that you are strong, capable, and worthy. You can overcome your anxiety, and you don't have to do it alone. Take one step at a time and don't give up. Remember, I'm here for you. If you need someone to talk to, don't hesitate to reach out. Together we can overcome anything. Stay strong, my friend.
Boy Batman. See about him and teaches you about the
I'm here to talk to
psychology
you
of
about
fear.
fear. Fear is a powerful emotion, and it can be used to control or manipulate people. But it can also be used as a tool for good. As someone who fights crime in Gotham, I know a thing or two about fear. Fear is a primal emotion. It's hardwired into our brains as a survival mechanism. When we perceive a threat, our body goes into fight or flight mode. But fear can also be learned. Traumatic experiences can create lasting fears that affect us for years to come. In my line of work, fear can be a useful tool. Criminals are often motivated by fear, whether it's fear of getting caught, fear of punishment, or fear of me. I use fear to my advantage by striking terror into the hearts of criminals. But it's not just about scaring them. It's about using fear to create a sense of powerlessness in my enemies. When someone is afraid, they're more likely to make mistakes, to hesitate, or to freeze up. That split second of hesitation can be the difference between victory and defeat. Take the Joker, for example. He's a master manipulator who thrives on chaos and unpredictability. But even he has a weakness: fear.
Yes.
I've used fear to my advantage when facing him. By confronting him with his own fears, I can throw him off balance and gain the upper hand. There is the psychology of fear in a nutshell. It can be a powerful tool for good, but it can also be a double-edged sword. I hope this has been informative for you. Stay safe out there, and remember, fear can be conquered.
Yes, sir. And this is gonna be the last one. Batman talks to you about self via compassion.
Self-compassion is a topic that is often overlooked or misunderstood, but it is incredibly important for your well-being. You see, self-compassion means treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend in need. It means embracing our flaws, accepting our mistakes, and acknowledging that we are only human.
Mhm.
Understand that self-compassion doesn't mean excusing harmful behaviors or avoiding personal responsibility. It means being able to recognize your mistakes, learn from them, and strive to do better. It's about embracing your humanity while continuously working towards becoming the best version of yourself.
Yes, sir.
We all face struggles and setbacks in our lives. When those struggles happen, remember that you are not defined by your failures or shortcomings. They present opportunities for growth and self-discovery.
Mm-hmm.
In a world that often demands perfection, it's important to embrace your vulnerabilities and accept yourself as you are. Be mindful of your inner dialogue. Instead of harshly criticizing yourself when you mess up, offer words of encouragement and understanding. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would show to someone you care deeply about. You are worthy of love and acceptance, even in your darkest moments. Self-compassion also means taking care of yourself, both physically and mentally. Just as I maintain my physical strength and agility through training, you must prioritize your well-being. Give yourself permission to rest, recharge, or take a break when you need it. Making time for self-care is not a sign of weakness. It's a courageous step towards healing. When you practice self-compassion, it helps you create a foundation of strength and resilience. Resilience and self-compassion go hand in hand. You become better equipped to face the challenges that come your way, and you develop a healthier relationship with yourself and others. I encourage you to practice self-compassion starting as soon as possible. Treat yourself with kindness, forgive yourself, and celebrate your victories no matter how small. Believe that you really are worthy of love, understanding, and acceptance, both from others and from yourself. If you find it challenging to be self-compassionate, please seek out support.
Yep.
Reach out to trusted friends, family, or professionals who can provide guidance and encouragement. You are not alone on this journey, and together we can create a world where self-compassion thrives. Please begin practicing self-compassion in your everyday life. Let it guide you towards a life filled with inner peace, resilience, and the unwavering belief in your own worth. You've got this. I can promise you, it's worth the effort.
Hey man, I shout out to your clone talk and who does this. The AI for voice overs. Shout out to bro. And if you may not know it, that what I'm saying, you're really like, like helping people. And that's just saying, like, behind the scenes, that what I'm saying, that might be hella comments saying, hey man, what I'm saying, this video, like, to help me out and things of that nature with my situation. So, and I shout out to you, and shout out to you, who is not watching me. So, and if you let this reaction, please hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate the support, and I'll see y'all next time, all right?
I could have been somebody instead of a